Paris-Robinson game. We've got the privilege of having head coach Gus Gillespie with us tonight. And, Coach, it's been a long time getting started this year. You're 8-2, but most of those wins have come in tournament play. Would like to talk a little bit about your layoff time prior to the Charleston tournament. I know it was a long dry spell, and then the showing in the Charleston tournament. Did the time off give you a lot of problems?
Well, 27 days is too long. Once you get going and the excitement of starting a season, the kids are usually pretty cranked up to get playing, and that was simply just too long, but you know, it was out of our control. I did think it hurt us up at the Charleston tournament, the first game. We didn't wake up against Mattoon until probably the last minute of the Mattoon game, but you know, most teams had about 2.5 weeks. We had about 4 weeks, and you know, I'm just glad we don't have that layoff now. It's going to be practice, practice, play, and that it's time for that.
Yeah, you come out of the Capital Classic down in Lawrenceville as a winner, had a good tournament down there, and that's when things kind of went to heck with the weather. You had the Mount Zion ball game up there, a loss, but a close ball game and a good ball game. Jumping now with all that space in between to the Charleston tournament, your overtime game with Mattoon. Now, the Edwardsville game, I watched that game. I thought that was an excellent played ball game as far as your team was concerned. I thought they did a heck of a job.
Well, Edwardsville's a good program, a good team, and they're a strong Double-A team over there from the Southwestern Conference. And the thing that Edwardsville does, and I'm familiar with them from being at Mount Vernon, we used to play them all the time, but the thing they make you do is be a cerebral basketball player. You have to be thinking the game, and if you make mistakes, either offensively or defensively, they're going to capitalize on it. And we limit our turnovers to about 7 that game. That was the key. I thought maybe in the first half we forced a few shots, which usually if you do that against an Edwardsville club, you're in trouble. But the big key against them was to get up. We got up about 6-8 points and never let them dictate the control of the game. So it was that was a big win for us as a program.
After a ball game like that, was it maybe kind of a letdown when you went to the Mount Zion game? You'd seen them before, but you came out kind of cold and kind of flat against Mount Zion.
Well, I think a lot of the cold and flat was Mount Zion. I think they got down and they got beat. They got beat in the championship last year, and I think they had a couple guys hungry to win that thing, and they can make you look bad. I mean, if there's any team around, Mount Zion can make anyone look bad offensively when they're on. But when they combine that with their defensive pressure, you're talking about good athletes, good basketball players getting down, playing with a lot of energy. That's what they did. I was proud of our kids, though. I mean, we were down 20-5 and could have just quit, but we battled back and got it to 11. But then the big kids step up and hit threes for them. So, like I said, we were better at 10 o'clock that night, Saturday night, than we were at 10 o'clock Saturday morning from just having the experience of playing in the semifinals and finally playing in the championship. I don't know if a Robinson team's ever played in the championship of that holiday tournament. Our kids were hungry for it. I told them next year, we have a couple more years. Maybe we can bring that one home sometime.
Well, I think this is the best finish they've had up there in the second place finish, and I know Robinson was well represented up there, had a lot of fans there, a good crowd, and it was a good ball game.
Yeah, the conditions for the tournament, the weather was so bad, but the look up on that Saturday in the semifinal game, and I saw a nice crowd there Saturday afternoon, and even Thursday and Friday we had a good crowd, and our kids enjoyed playing in front of their crowd, and hopefully, Wednesday night tonight, I know the national championship collegiate football's on. I'm hoping this place fills up a little more than it is right now.
I think there'll be a good crowd out because it seems like the fans here are all pretty loyal. And you see the same people there, whether it's at home or the away games, and they travel to see them. Coming on to the season with Paris tonight, you got to see them up there. Anything special you got planned for them?
Well, Paris is a good ball club. They're 8-3 or 9-3. They have good guard play. Have some size around the basketball, around the basket. I think they're well coached. They play good defense. This is going to be a heck of a game tonight. This is going to be I told our kids for 32 minutes this is going to be a war because they're a physical club. I think we've turned it up a notch this year from last year, and we're a lot more physical than we have been too. So it's going to be a good ball game. Just hopefully we can come out on top and get that first Apollo win.
Everybody healthy?
Everyone's healthy, ready to go.
Who are you going to start?
We'll start the same people: Hardiman, Nick Brooks, Hardtrick, Schnichter, and McKeegan, and look for Lowry. to be coming in. Chris Brooks, Nick Shaner, Jared Whipke. Use a 9-man rotation sometimes if I feel it's necessary for that tempo of the game. But we've got 9 guys that can come in here and contribute. And right now the kids are finding success with their role play and buying into the defensive philosophy.
Thanks for taking time to talk to us tonight. Always enjoy. We'll do it again.
Okay.
Good luck.
All right.
All right. We'll be back with the tip-off of tonight's ball game here in just a little bit.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
See, I'll tape it tomorrow.
Okay, finally we're going to get to see Robinson play Paris tonight. This game's been rescheduled a couple of times, once by weather, once by from a tragic accident, I think, early in the season. They're 7-3, coached by Yanis Ludex. They go with guards Barry Falk, number 13, a 6-foot junior. The other guard, number 22, Scott Lindsay, a 6-foot senior. The forwards, Garrett Jones, number 31, a 6'4 senior, and Bryce Eldridge, number 32, another 6'4 senior. Adam Ogle in the middle, number 44, 6'7 sophomore. Greg Punzelt, one of their big guys, is sick and will not play tonight, so maybe Robinson drew a break there.
Well, I'm sure that Punzelt is a big man in the middle, starts at center. He's a good rebounder and a scorer, so they're going to lose some points by losing him tonight.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to have to pick up some slack.
He's 6'6". I don't know who they're starting in his place. If it's Ogle, they just go from 6'6 to 6'7, which is not a bad substitution. Robinson's 8-2, 0-1 in a conference tonight. Their only conference loss being to Mount Zion before Christmas. Go with guards, number 5, Jeff McKeegan, a 5'8 senior. Tyson Schnitker, number 30, a 6'1 sophomore at the other guard spot. Forwards, Brandon Hardiman, number 3, a 6'3 senior. Justin Hartrick, number 33, a 6'2 senior. And in the middle, Nick Brooks, a 6'4 sophomore, wearing number 44. Coached by Mr. Gus Gillespie.
Well, the same starting 5 that they've stuck with pretty well since the beginning of the year here. But the thing that Coach Gillespie talked about before the ball game, they've got basically a 9-man rotation that they can work in and out of this ball club, and the depth, I think, has really made a difference in this team here.
Oh, I think so.
It's given them a lot of strength.
He uses the bench often and well.
Yes, he does.
You want to handle the officials?
It's all yours. What we should have done was picked up Mustin and let him.
Dick Mustin was erasing and rewriting and erasing, and I asked him who it was, and he said, I'm not really sure. But we settled on him there. Mark Blickensdorfer from Cerro Gordo, Kevin Manship from Shelbyville, and Doug Williams from Peoria. All 3 came a long way tonight.
Well, we talked a little bit earlier before we went on, when you rescheduling ball games because of weather problems, you've got a problem getting officials and those that are available. So they're probably fortunate. They've got a pretty good crew here with these officials, and they're out of the North Country, so they ought to be used to the weather.
Paris opens in a man-to-man.
Robinson controlled the tip. They've got it with Nick Brooks out of the corner for a 3. Won't go. Rebound pulled down by Falk. Paris, and Barry will bring it down the floor. Falk's a familiar name of the Paris Tigers, stolen by Tyson Schnitker on the breakaway. He goes down, puts it up and in. So the defense makes a steal. Schnitker all the way with the ball, and the Robinson open up with a 2-0 score. Tigers working around the perimeter. They look inside to Ogle. Shot from outside won't go. Ogle has the rebound knocked away from him, picked back up by Eldridge, put back up and in. Bryce Eldridge, 6'4 senior, had a big night up in the Charleston Holiday Tournament. He's a scorer, and he can put it up from outside, too. Brandon Hardiman with it in the key, working hard.
Long time in the key, but it got away.
4-2 Maroons. as Scott Lindsay handles it out front. Snitker picks him up. He tries to go inside, bounces it off the hands of Falk, and it goes out of bounds, gets a cheerleader right between the eyes.
I forgot to mention this to you. I saw in the paper there were several tournaments around the country and Illinois experimenting with the shot clock over the holidays.
That'd be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Pass inside goes awry. The turnover will give it over to Paris. And the Tigers, Maroons show full court pressure here a little bit. 4-2, Maroons lead it. McKeegan picks Falk up. Falk with it again, off the key. McKeegan dives for it, knocks it out of bounds. Good hustle by Jeff. Tigers will keep it. Eldridge will throw it in. Gives to Ogle, back to Eldridge. Nick Brooks goes out to meet him. Over on this side. Back into Eldridge. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Hardiman. Maroons on a fast break. Jeff McKeegan. Nice pass to Snitker. Off the glass, won't go. McKeegan with a rebound. Grabbing for it. Body's on the floor and will jump it up. The Maroon banner has cut off the corner. I'm going to have to peek over it. I'm not big enough to see over the end there.
Can't see in the corner. You can't see the baseline.
Tigers goes inside, tosses it right straight in the hands of Justin Hartrick. He gives to McKeegan, and the Maroons have it back. Still lead at 4-2. Snitker thought about it. Drives the baseline out in the middle. Loose ball picked up by Hardiman. Now McKeegan will set the offense. Nick Brooks puts it up off the glass, won't go. Foul's called, and it'll be a blocking foul. Eldridge with the foul, and that'll put Nick at the line to shoot a pair up.
Well, the first foul of the ball game.
First Robinson Savings Bank's proud to be your hometown bank, serving Crawford County for over 117 years. Deal with the people you know and trust. That's First Robinson Savings Bank, ready to take care of all your financial needs. They're a member FDIC and an equal housing lender, a real community bank. Bobby Narn, try. Haven't seen you in 2 months.
Who?
Flip the switch. Jones with it in the middle. Gives it back out front to Lindsay. Shot's no good, out of bounds. Tigers will have it back.
2 months.
Been at least that long.
Still trying to dig out.
You got 6 kids at home, and you got six snow shovels.
And I'm sure that they helped just almost as much as yours did.
Jones works inside, puts it up, won't go. Rebound, Brandon Hardiman. 6-2 Maroons lead it. Nick Brooks on a move to the basket. Won't go, but draws another foul.
Adam Ogle's going to get that foul, his first, second team foul.
Is it still cold outside?
Yeah. Actually, it is. I think it's warmer right now than it has been all day, but
sure didn't feel it. Brooks' first shot's up and in. 7-2 Maroons. Got them both. 8-2, Maroons out in front. About 4.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. McKeegan all over Lindsay. Gives it up to Ogle and around the horn to Eldridge. Well, that was Falk. From the top of the key, a three's no good by Eldridge. Rebound, Barry Falk. Tigers keep it. Inside, Eldridge goes back out. Falk will put up a three. In and out, won't go. McKeegan rebounds. Maroons on the fast break. Justin Hartrick for three. Not quite. Tigers bring it back. Jones across to Falk. Back out front to Lindsay. Lindsay will go for a three. That won't go. Nick Brooks there for the rebound. McKeegan sets the offense. Goes inside. Brandon Hardiman has a shot blocked by Ogle, and the Tigers come out with it. Eldridge with it, guarded by Nick Brooks. Back out front to Jones. That'll be Barry Falk for three. Won't go. He's going to get one in a little bit, and when he starts, he may not quit.
Nobody's found the range for Parrish yet.
McKeegan down the middle, found a hole, works inside, has it partially blocked by Ogle. Jones comes out of there with a rebound. Jeff tries to steal it back, knocks it out of bounds. Tigers will keep it.
Jim, both these teams played pretty good up at Charleston. They just ran into somebody called Mount Zion. And Mount Zion really dominated Paris. Paris came back and played a good got third place in the Charleston tournament and beat Edwardsville. Robinson, after Mount Zion came out and shot about 100% from the field in the first
They
quarter,
did that.
They really played them pretty tough and played them pretty even. But once you get so far behind on Mount Zion, they're pretty tough to catch up, at least when you're looking Class A versus Class AA.
Yeah, I think Mount Zion wound up shooting about 58% on the day, and Robinson about a quarter. So a big difference there. But like you said, once they got into the ball game some, they played it pretty well.
Where when they played up at Mount Zion, they pretty well stayed close with them all the way. But Paris and Robinson both represented the Apollo Conference well up there last week.
Well, into the Robinson lineup now. Nick Brooks, Tyson Snitker has got the ball. Kirk Lowry and Chris Brooks into the game. Lowry will go for three. He's got the range. Kirk's first shot makes his presence known at 11-2. Maroons out in front. Falk brings it down. Snitker picks him up. TJ Dosh into the game for the Tigers, has the ball out front, guarded by Nick Shaner. Now back to Lindsay. Ogle. Good defense by the Maroons as they put the pressure on. Into Dosh. Dosh on the turnaround, puts up the shot, got it, count the basket, and he'll go to the line. TJ Dosh, a sophomore. That's only their second field goal. And Dosh will be at the line to try to make the three-point play.
Nick Shaner with the foul, his first, team first.
And he does. Make it 11-5. Do what?
I didn't know that was on Nick. I didn't think Nick was in there right then.
Chris.
I was going to say, I thought it was...
They gave it to Shaner.
They gave it to Shaner.
Oh, to Nick Shaner. On the breakaway, Scott Lindsay. At 11-7, the Tigers are pulling back in the ball game now. Brandon Hardiman works in the corner. Chris Brooks back over to Brandon. Brandon's got an open three. Comes out hard. Rebound Tigers. Barry Falk will bring it down. Falk all the way off the glass, no good. Rebound, Chris Brooks. Foul is called. Let's see where we're going. The other
end. It'll be against Falk, I think.
Well, for the best deal in tires, go to Marathon Tire. For Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires, quality tires at the right price at Marathon Tire Incorporated, 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center. Who come in? Jeff McKeegan back in the ball game. Justin Hartrick back in.
Nick Brooks.
Nick Brooks back in the ball game. McKeegan in the corner with the ball. Hartrick. McKeegan looks inside. Nick Shaner kicks it back out to Snitker. Tyson puts up a three and drills it. 14-7, Maroons with a minute to go in the first quarter. Mike Holloway with the ball, just came into the ball game for the Tigers. Gives it to Eldridge, and Eldridge puts it off the glass and in. 14-9 now. Maroons lead. Hartrick gives to Nick Brooks. Nick can pump a three. McKeegan with it. Falk comes out to meet him. Paris stays in the man-to-man.
I'm going to go for one here, Jim, as we're under 30 seconds probably. Looks like the way they pull it out.
McKeegan works out front. Now Tyson Snitker with it. Holloway picks him up. Then they switch off good. Falk on Snitker. Nice move by Snitker, pass in the corner. Hartrick for three. Comes up short. Rebound Nick Shaner, puts it back and he's fouled with 0.1 second on the clock. So Nick will go to the line to shoot two with 1/10 of a second left here in the quarter. In and out. Well, it's 14-9 with 1/10 of a second left here. Nick can add a point. And he does. When the clock starts, it won't go, and there it is. We've played a quarter here at Robinson, and the Maroons lead the Paris Tigers 15-9. Well, it's tax filing season again. And the Kemper CPA Group believes that in these times of complicated tax regulations, sound financial planning is the answer. Your Kemper CPA Group financial planning experts will assist and prepare your tax returns and financial reports in a professional, timely manner. Put Kemper CPA Group on your team. Well, Weber Insurance and Realty offers complete life insurance through Cincinnati Life to cover all your personal and business needs. When it comes to personal insurance, Weber Insurance can provide you with a mortgage insurance, consumer debt coverage, estate planning for family or estate taxes, and a whole lot more. Let Weber Insurance put your mind at ease with complete coverage through Cincinnati Life Insurance. See Weber Insurance and Realty on the east side of the square in Robinson.
We would like to remind you that Rural King Supply is your winter weather headquarters for Carhartt insulated outerwear, Polar King by Key, a large selection of camouflage clothes, plus Northerner boots by Service, and lacrosse insulated boots, which we all need on a daily basis. That's at Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson. Can you drive your car across the lake yet, Shaw?
No, but there have been snowmobiles. I have not been on one.
Maroons with the ball as they open up the second quarter. Snitker with it, drives the lane, kicks it back out to Brandon Hardiman. Brandon puts up a three, not quite. Rebound pulled down by Dyche of the Tigers. Mike Holloway almost had it stolen away from him. He'll bring it down. Snitker will pick him up in midcourt. Now to Barry Falk. Inside Dosh, back out to Falk. Eldridge with the ball. Nick Brooks meets him. Holloway thought about it, drives the lane, kicks it back out. Dosh will put one up from this inside the line. Won't go. Nick Brooks with the rebound. McKeegan will take it down, 15-9. Maroons lead. Nick Brooks in the lane. Kicks it back out, throws it away. Paris will have it. Holloway will bring it around. Snitker will guard him. Over to Eldridge. Eldridge drives for the basket, puts up the shot and in. Nice move by Eldridge. He had Nick Brooks all over him, and he still made the shot. 15-11, a 4-point lead for the Maroons. Chris Brooks on the outside, skips it over. Snitker winds up with it now. McKeegan at the top of the key. And Nick from 18, got it. Give him two. 17-11, Maroons. Holloway works the lane. Looks for help, needs some help. Eldridge with it. Falk inside to Eldridge. Nice give and go, and Eldridge has got the bucket. 17-13.
Paris is getting it done inside. here the last few minutes. They haven't been able to put any threes up, but they've really been working the inside, even with good defense by the Maroons.
Snitker shots off. Eldridge with the rebound. Tigers come back. Maroons lead by 4, 17-13. Tigers on the comeback trail here. Ogle thought about it. Puts up the 10-footer. Missed it. Rebound. Chris Brooks. Maroons will take it back. Back outside to McKeegan. Back to Chris. Got a whistle away, and it's a timeout call by the Robinson coach, Gillespie. Well, the restaurant at the American Legion in Robinson's open on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights for dinner, Sundays for lunch. The American Legion, E.M. Kohler, Post 69 in Robinson.
Hershey Chocolate in Robinson is proud to be part of Crawford County and are pleased to support the students of the community in their youth activities. That's Hershey Chocolate in Robinson.
Tell us about the girls, Try. What are they doing?
Coming out of the Charleston tournament, where they had went in some awfully good competition from Olney and played very rusty because they had been off about as long as the boys had.
27 days or so, yeah.
Came back and played a pretty good game, and then bowed out in the consolation bracket to Champaign Central by 2 points. They'll go to Effingham tomorrow night, and then Mount Zion on Friday night.
Well, they
went right along.
They got a tough one. Gee.
They beat Mount Zion earlier in the year here, and Mount Zion finished second in the Charleston tournament. Effingham's lost 2 or 3 of their key girls from last year and have, really kind of, I think, been a semi-disappointment so far this year, but they've got the Hardick girl, and she is a tough one. She's probably one of the best girls players around.
Well, Hartrick's shot was blocked. They called a jump ball, and possession will give it to the Tigers. 17-13 the score here. We're in the second quarter with a little over 5 minutes to go in the half. Full court pressure by the Maroons. Eldridge brings it down. Nick Brooks on him. Bryce works it out front, gives it over to Jones, or to Scott Lindsay rather, then to Adam Ogle. Holloway. Eldridge will go for 3 behind the screen, won't go. Rebound, good job, put back up. Lindsay, no good.
You got it again.
Got a foul called on the floor, and it's going to go against, looks like, Nick Brooks. And it'll go out of bounds, not a shooting foul.
It's only the second team foul for the Maroons.
17-13, Maroons lead it. Tigers with the ball under their own basket. Dosh with it on the inbounds pass, and now Ogle. Eldridge to the lane, 15-footer, got it. 17-15. The Tigers have come back and cut the lead to 2.
Eldridge at double figures with 10 points.
Picking up the slack from Punzelt. I think they've missed him early on, but as they find the range, why, they're able to score without him. Brandon Hardiman works the baseline, tries to make the move in, loses it out of bounds. They're going to keep it. Knocked away by the Tigers. Into the ball game for the Maroons comes Chris Brooks and Nick Shaner back in. Hartrick and Nick Brooks will get a breather. Shaner back out to Chris Brooks. He gives it to Snitker. Tyson thought about it. Hardiman with it. McKeegan in the lane, puts it up. Got the shot, Jeff McKeegan. Nice move inside, 19-15, Maroons by 4. 4 minutes to go in the half. Eldridge on the outside. Looks to Lindsay. Throws it away. Maroons got it. Kirk Lowry come back in the ball game, and Snitker will get a breather with 3:50 to go in the half.
I think you're going to see Kurt play a little bit more and more after that severe sprain that he suffered against Harrisburg in the football playoffs, which was real close to a break. And, he's just getting back to full strength in that ankle. They're probably taking it easy here early, kind of early in the season, trying to get that strength so they can have him late in the season.
Well, I listened to the Mattoon game, and I was surprised to see him in the lineup. Coach Gillespie told me down in Lawrenceville he wasn't expecting him in the middle of January. Nice feed to Chris Brooks.
21-15. A 6-point lead now for the Maroons. The Tigers have closed it within 2, and now the Maroons have Jumped back out to a 6-point spread now. Knocked away by Jeff McKeegan, but he can't keep it in bounds.
Nice save.
Thought he had it off of Lindsey's foot out of bounds, but
I think he did.
So did I. I think
Jeff
he caught the striped shirt a little bit off guard.
Yeah.
it's whether or not Jeff was still in bounds when he did it. Tigers ball. They're trying to go in. Good defense by the Maroons. Knocked away by Brooks again and out of bounds. Tigers will keep it. Over right in front of the basic Maroon rooting section right there. Barry Falk brings it across the line against McKeegan. Down in the corner to Eldridge. Back to Falk. Nice play. Missed the shot. Rebound Lowry. He's fouled by Falk underneath. That'll be out of bounds to the Maroons. 21-15, they lead it.
Second foul on Falk. 15 foul.
For the best deal in tires, go to Marathon Tire. For Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at the right price at Marathon Tire Incorporated. 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center. Better wait on that one.
Yeah.
Hardiman underneath, works hard, finally draws the foul. Over the back, he'll shoot two. Brandon will be at the line.
Foul number 2 on Adam Ogle.
Well,
I don't care. First Robinson Savings Bank is proud to be your hometown bank, serving Crawford County for over 117 years. Deal with the people you know and trust. First Robinson Savings Bank is ready to take care of your financial needs. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender, a real community bank.
23-15 with Hardiman's free throws. 2:40 to go in the half. Eldridge with the ball. Garrett Jones slips back in the ball game for the Tigers. Lindsey out front to Eldridge. Eldridge on the drive, puts it in. 23-17, Maroons lead.
It's the only Paris Tiger to score in the quarter, Scott Eldridge.
Oh, really?
Or Bryce Eldridge, I guess. 8 points.
Nick Shaner on the baseline, drops it in to Lowry, has it stolen away. Barry Falk with it, and he brings it down. Goes to Eldridge. Eldridge works off the screen, takes a 15-footer. Won't go. Rebound, Nick Shaner with the rebound. On the rebound.
That's going to be TJ Dosh, I think. No, 31.
And we'll shoot the bonus for the first time. Well, tonight's ball game is brought to you in part by Hershey Chocolate and the Robinson plant, where they manufacture Heath, Milk Duds, Sixlets, Paydays, and Whopper candies. That's Hershey Chocolate right here in Robinson. (25-17). Maroons on top as they spread the lead a little bit. Justin Hartrick slips back in the ball game. 1:54 to go in the half. 8-point lead for the Maroons. They haven't enjoyed that spread for a while. Dosh out front with the ball, guarded closely by Brooks. Falk on the drive, won't go. Jeff McKeegan with a rebound. Maroons have it back with a minute and a half to go in the half. Nick Brooks thought about it. Goes inside to Hartrick, knocked out of bounds. Maroons will keep it. Brandon Hardiman back in the ball game for the Maroons for Chris Brooks, and Mike Holloway back in for the Tigers for Barry Falk. McKeegan gives to Brandon. Hardiman from 15, got it. 10-point spread now. That's the biggest lead of the night for the Maroons. 27-17. A minute 10 to go here in the half. Holloway with the ball. Gives it to Eldridge. Gives it up to Jones, or to Lindsay. Eldridge again. Now Lindsay on the drive. Scott's shot's partially blocked, but a foul's going to be called. Lindsay will go at the line to shoot 2.
For the best deal in tires, go to Marathon Tire for Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at the right price. And Marathon Tire Incorporated at 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center.
Missed the shot. Well, Paris has been kind of cold from the field tonight.
Yeah, sooner or later they're going to begin to hit those. You know Falk's not going to get shut out.
Well, he got the second one, 27-18. Maroons by 9 with 50 seconds to go in the half. McKeegan walks it down. Holloway on him. Now Hartrick. McKeegan has it stolen. Here we come. Scott Lindsay got the layup. 27-20. Well, Maroons were up by 10 and now by 7. About 30 seconds to go in the half. Maroons will probably pull it out for 1 here. Snitker loses a handle. Again, Lindsay. Snitker fouling him on the way down. Back here on the floor. It's going to go out of bounds to the Tigers. Tigers want an intentional foul. They're not going to get it, but they are putting him at the line. I thought the foul was called. He pointed to the floor.
I thought he called it on the floor.
Yeah, it is going to go out of bounds.
Yeah.
It's going to go out of bounds. Lindsay went to the line, wanting the shot, but it'll come inbounds under the Paris basket. Eldridge will throw it in. Dosh has it taken away from him by McKeegan.
See if the Maroons can take care of the ball here.
Nick Brooks.
Well, I guess we're not going for it.
Don't worry about it. That's 2 points, so 29-20. Here they come in a hurry, the Tigers. Scott Lindsay with Tyson Snitker all over it. Mike Holloway works against Nick Brooks, loses the ball. Nick picks it up.
Guess
Look
what's
out,
coming.
Nick. Lays it in. Well, we both thought it was going to be a jam, but he just laid it over the rim real easy, 31-20. As we complete a half, the Maroons lead the Paris Tigers 31-20.
Game total.
I was going to say,
We did the Shrine game and LTC.
I knew I saw you on one of the LTC games. What have you been doing?
Oh, you don't want to know. We can't discuss it.
Well, why not?
It's a
We
lot
can
of
say
time
just
off.
about anything else on this.
Maroons will have the ball as we open up the half. And the Maroons put the original 5 back on the floor they started with. McKeegan out front. Nick Brooks handles the ball, brings it inside, looks for help, kicks it back out to Hartrick. Tyson Snitker with the ball, thought about it. Now Brandon Hardiman. Maroons moving around well. McKeegan will take it back out front, set the offense. Paris staying in a man-to-man. Barry Falk on McKeegan. There's Tyson Snitker on the wing, kicked away, and picked up by Scott Lindsay. I thought there was a foot in there. Eldridge in trouble, kicks it back out to Barry Falk. Look out. Is that Barry's first field goal?
That's right.
First 3.
And as advertised, he's not going to get shut out.
31-23, Maroons lead.
Second turnover.
Well, the Maroons not starting too well, and I think we got a timeout called by the Robinson coach already. They've not quite played a minute, and the 55 seconds they've been on the floor haven't been very good.
Weber Insurance and Realty offers complete life insurance through Cincinnati Life to cover all of your personal and business needs. When it comes to business insurance, Weber Insurance can provide you with coverage to buy and sell agreements, Keyman Insurance to provide continuity of business, and much more. Let Weber Insurance put your mind at ease with complete coverage through Cincinnati Life Insurance. See Weber Insurance and Realty on the east side of the square in Robinson.
Well, it'll be Maroon ball after the timeout. I said that. Paris ball after the timeout.
but it's only your third game, so.
I had trouble with the colors out here, black and white.
After 10 or 12 years, we can't use that for an excuse anymore, you know?
Eldridge gives it to Falk. Barry takes it over on the wing. Nick Brooks comes out on him. Scott Lindsay drops it inside to Ogle. He missed a pass inside, but Scott Lindsay will take a three, and he's got one. Well, that's coming back in a hurry. 31-26. The Tigers have cut the lead to 5. Brooks with it on the wing. Gives to Hartrick. Brandon Hardiman makes a move inside. Fadeaway jumper and got it. Breaks the ice for the Maroons here in the second half. 33-26. They lead it. Eldridge in the corner. Gets it back out front. Lindsay handles it on the wing. Back to Eldridge. Ogle. Lindsay. McKeegan and Eldridge going at it inside. Eldridge has got it, and Jeff's all over it. Jones kicks it back outside. Short. Way short. Out of bounds, and Tigers are going to keep it.
I think Tyson tipped it.
Did he get a hand on it?
Yeah, got a hand on it, and I think that's why he yelled back to Brandon to get the ball, and that's Brandon tried to save it out of bounds.
Ogle tries to turn, kicks it back out front. Eldridge for three, and he's got it.
That's two, Jim.
He was inside.
His toe was on the line.
33-28. 5-point lead. What was the biggest lead? 11 at half?
Yes.
Nice drive by Brooks. He draws a foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. First Robinson Savings Bank's proud to be your hometown bank, serving Crawford County for over 117 years. Deal with the people you know and trust. That's First Robinson Savings Bank. They're ready to take care of all your financial needs. They're a member FDIC and an equal housing lender, a real community bank. Rolls it in. Nick Shaner checks into the lineup. Justin Hartrick will take a break.
Maroons were 9 for 10 from the line in the first half. Nick Brooks a perfect 5 for 5 so far.
Still there, you didn't jinx him. 35-28.
That's what I figured was going to happen.
Yeah. Falk brings it down against Brooks. Barry gives it off to Ogle. Over to Lindsay. Scott back to the middle to Eldridge. Eldridge on the drive off the glass and in.
In and out and in.
Well, Eldridge is piling up the points tonight. With Punzeld out, Eldridge has done a good job picking up the slack. Nick Shaner on the key. Over here on the wing to McKeegan. Jeff takes it inside. Got the shot. Won't go. Rebound Ogle. Keeps it. Couldn't make that outlet pass as the Maroons go back on defense in a hurry. Lindsay has it blocked away by Shaner. And McKeegan will bring it down. Good defense on the Maroons. Brandon Hardiman from 18. Won't go. Nick Shaner hammered under the bucket. Tries to save it. And Maroons keep it. I couldn't see, but he went after it. Chris Brooks will bring it in. Kirk Lowry checked into the ball game. Chris Brooks into the game. McKeegan will handle the pass inbounds. Chris has got it out front. Jones on him. Kirk Lowry to Hardiman. Brandon across the top of the key, works against Ogle, now Nick Shaner. Jeff McKeegan got his man off the floor, takes it inside, nice give to Shaner, and he has a block. Foul's called, I think Nick will go to the line.
A couple of nice moves there by Jeff McKeegan to open up the passing lanes into Shaner. For the best deal in tires, go to Marathon Tire for Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at the right price. And Marathon Tire Incorporated at 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center.
Well, Nick missed one. Got another one. Rolls that one in. 36-30. Maroons back out by 6 now. Falk takes it down against Lowry. Ogle with it out front. Lindsay looks for help. Eldridge. Inside to Ogle. Adam back to Eldridge. Nice job. Ogle got Eldridge coming down the baseline, and Eldridge just bounced it off the glass and in. 36-32. Maroons lead by 4. McKeegan for 3. Good shot. Got it. Make it 39-32. Into the game comes Nick Brooks.
Came in for Shaner, who twisted his ankle. Nice job there by the official. Let Maroons go through their offense, and then he just called it his own. He saw what happened. Yeah, he called it himself and just let so Nick wouldn't. Pretty good there.
Falk brings it down, gives to Eldridge. Bryce at the top of the key looks for help. Lindsay guarded by McKeegan closely. Gives it off to Falk, and we're back to Eldridge. It's a long three. No good. Chris Brooks on the rebound. Maroons will bring it back. Hardiman for 3. Got it. Give him 3. Brandon Hardiman. 42-32. The Maroons have stretched it back to a 10-point lead with 2:32 to go here in the third quarter. Timeout call by the Paris bench. It's going to be a short one. 42-32 the score.
It's tax filing season again, and the Kemper CPA Group believes that in these times of complicated tax regulations, sound financial planning is the answer. Your Kemper CPA Group financial planning experts will assist and prepare your tax returns and financial reports in a professional, timely manner. Put Kemper CPA Group on your team. So when's our next game, Jim? Do you even know?
Saturday night we go to Charleston. And this is a rescheduled game also Saturday night. Weather took care of earlier. So we'll go to Charleston Saturday night. Maroons will go up there, another Apollo Conference ball game. Maroons can hang on here while, let's see, the Apollo Conference lost to Mount Zion, the only other game they played besides tournament game. Dosh, number 41 with the ball, slipped back in the game there at the last timeout. Ogle with it out front. Gives to Lindsay. Eldridge. Robinson with a rebound. Nick Brooks with it. 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Down on the wing to Snitker. Tyson takes it to the middle. Jeff McKeegan. Bounces it back to Hardiman. Nick Brooks for 3. Won't go. Rebound, bounced around. Foul, I think, is going to go against.
It's going to be Brandon Hardiman. His first team foul for the Maroons this half.
Maroons by 10, 42-32, with 1:48 to go here in the third quarter.
Paris had that early run there, and Maroons come back now and just 1 point off of what they were leading there at halftime.
Ogle with the ball. Brandon Hardiman guards him. Now Lindsay with Chris Brooks on him. Eldridge takes to the baseline. Got the shot. Bryce Eldridge. 42-34, Maroons lead.
Eldridge with 20.
Nick Brooks guarded by Dosh. Back out to Lowry. Kirk gets it across to Snitker. Now back to Brooks. Hardiman's going to go for 3. Not quite. Rebound, Chris Brooks, but the foul's going to be called against Chris, it looks like. On the rebound.
His first foul, second team foul for the Maroons.
Just under a minute to go here in the third quarter. Maroons lead by 8, 42-34. Tigers ball.
Lowry checks in for Hardiman.
Adam Vilk into the game for Paris here. He's a sophomore, a 6-footer, his first appearance tonight.
Played most of the JV game, played very well out front.
Falk gives it to Eldridge. Bryce, the short jumper, won't go. Rebound, Nick Brooks. Gives it to brother Chris, and he'll bring it down. Kirk Lowry from the corner,
three,
not quite.
Get it.
Nice rebound by Chris Brooks.
About 30 seconds left.
Well, Maroons run the offense, looking for the basket. And Nick drove the baseline, got hammered pretty well on the way in. Let's see, they gave him the foul on the floor, or will he be shooting? Going to go out of bounds, it looks like.
In football, they call that the swim move. Third foul on Eldridge, third team foul for Paris.
Snitker with it. 20 seconds on the clock. Maroons will hold for one now. Tyson works the ball. Takes it inside. 5 seconds. Kirk Lowry on the turnaround. Won't go. Rebound. Bounced around. Fought for. Tigers get the rebound, but the clock runs out. We've played 3 quarters, and it's 42-34 Robinson Maroons.
We'd like to remind you that Rural King Supply is your winter weather headquarters for Carhartt insulated outerwear, Polo King by Key, a large selection of camouflage clothes plus Northerner boots by Service, and Lacrosse insulated boots. That's at Rural King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson.
Well, the restaurant at the American Legion in Robinson's open on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights for dinner, Sundays for lunch. That's the American Legion, EM Colder Post 69 in Robinson.
Hershey Chocolate in Robinson is proud to be part of Crawford County and are pleased to support the students of the community in their youth activities. That's Hershey Chocolate in Robinson.
Wheeler, do you get a shot of that big red thing out there?
42-34 here as the Maroons are on top with 8 minutes to play in the ball game. In their home opener on January 3rd.
Yeah. Did what Paris pull within 5? Were they any closer to that there in the third quarter?
I think it was 5, Jim.
And Maroons went to work, stretched it back out to 10, and they lead by 8 here as we begin the fourth quarter. Snitker got a hand in there. We've got an over and back call. There was hit by Snitker, and I'm not sure. I'd argue that too if I was Paris coach. Evidently, the ball didn't go back over the line when Snitker hit it until it was touched by a Paris player. Nick Brooks on the shot off the glass and in. 10-point lead again for the Maroons, 44-34 here in the fourth quarter. Eldridge with the ball. Ogle. Inside, dash off the glass, won't go, but a foul's called. And it's going to be an offensive foul against TJ Dosh.
Nice job there by Tyson Snitker. He was sitting in the lane and just put both feet down, held his ground, and got ran over for the charge. He was giving up about 100 pounds
or so. Nick Brooks with it in the corner. McKeegan and Hardiman. Brandon moves inside, tries to pass it, and missed Hartrick, but the thought was there. They can do that again, they'll get it right. I was looking at Dosh, he's a 6'3 sophomore, and you're right, he'd give up, Snitker gave up a lot of weight to him, you know.
Second foul whistle on Nick Brooks.
Is that more of a hand check than anything on that one, Dwayne?
I don't know.
Seemed like some sort of indication there.
Hardiman on the drive. Missed the shot, he'll go to the line.
That's Ogle with the block, his third. 5th team foul. Hardeman will shoot a couple. Goes to the line with 11 points so far, a 3, a couple, 2 for 2 from the line.
Well, Jones and Lindsay will come back in the ballgame for the Tigers as Ogle and Vilk will go out. Brandon, the rebound comes out hard. Nick Brooks has got it. He takes a right back up, doesn't get the shot. Rebound's knocked out of bounds, and we've got Snitker on the floor. I don't know if he took an elbow or what.
I didn't see it.
I think he got an elbow in the eye. Tyson shakes it off. Tigers will bring it inbound. 6:37 to go in the ball game. 45-34. Maroons lead it by 11. Their biggest lead of the night was 12. Little conference by the officials and the Paris coach. Barry Falk will take it down against Snitker. Tyson guarding him close. Gives to Eldridge. Back to Dosh. Falk takes it inside, tries to put up the short shot. Tyson tied him up. Blocked the shot. It goes out of bounds. Tigers will keep it. Good job by Tyson.
He didn't really block it. He had his whole hand over the ball.
Well, they've not let Falk shoot that 3. I think he's got one. Eldridge. Lindsay holds the ball, goes inside to Jones. Jones looks for help. Eldridge drives the lane, and McKeegan blocks the shot. Both of them go down. Tigers pick it up. There's a 3. That's no good. Eldridge with the rebound, and McKeegan on top of him, and he'll get called for the foul.
First foul on McKeegan. 4th team foul.
Eldridge will bring it in. They're under their own basket. Gives it to Falk. He'd like to put up the 3. Snitker stops that. Eldridge down in the corner. McKeegan on him. Back out front. Dosh will take the 3. Won't go. Loose ball. Eldridge controls. On the turnaround off the baseline. Nice shot by Bryce Eldridge. 45-36. A 9-point lead for the Maroons. 5 1/4 on the clock. Brandon Hardeman has it knocked away, picks it up. Gives it to Tyson, back to Brandon. Brandon will go for 3, swish. 48-36. 12-point lead. They've matched the biggest lead of the night that they've had against the Tigers. Jones, they're leaving him open. Falk's open. Look out, he'll take it. And there goes the 3. Can't give him any room. 48-39. They didn't enjoy their 12-point lead very long. Nick Brooks has it knocked away. Stolen by the Tigers. Jones to Falk. Barry brings it back out. Gives it to Lindsay for 3. Got another one. Scott Lindsay. 48-42. Well, they went from a 12-point lead, and the Tigers have cut it in half. We'd like to remind you the Real King Supply is your winter weather headquarters for Carhartt insulated outerwear, Polar King by Key, a large selection of camouflage clothes plus Northerner boots by Service and lacrosse insulated boots. That's at Real King Supply on Route 33 east of Robinson.
Gosh, Brent may even have snow shovels. He may be completely out of them.
Somebody said they were about out of boots. So they were getting them in as fast as they could, and they were selling them as fast as they could. The only thing they had out there was like sizes 14s or something like that, which would
fit you.
Not my, well, I could about get both feet in one of those. I could hop around on one thing.
I know that one business that is prospered greatly from the winter freeze, because I was talking to Brad, Brent's younger brother, up at Charleston, and everything that they've had left over from the 2 mild winters they've used in the last 4 weeks.
Got rid of it, huh? Order more. 4:33 to go here in the fourth quarter. Maroons lead at 48-42. They've got the ball. Nick Shaner in the ball game now. Chris Brooks, Tyson Snitker, Jeff McKeegan, and Brandon Hardiman are on the floor for the Maroons. McKeegan will bring it down against Barry Falk. Chris Brooks out on the way. Gives to Hardiman. Brandon works against Eldridge. Now McKeegan. Snitker. Brooks, Hardiman drives, has it knocked away on the floor, gets it back to Chris and back out front to Snitker. Hardiman. Nice pass underneath. Snitker faked 2 guys off their feet and drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. 4:02 to go in the ball game. Tyson will shoot 2.
Foul number 4 on Adam Ogle. Snitker's first trip to the line tonight.
Well, he's perfect. Nick Brooks comes back in the ball game for Nick Shaner. Got them both. 50-42. Maroons now by 8. Lindsay back out to Ogle. Eldridge. Falk open for 3. Comes up short. Rebound Hardiman. Brandon pulls it up. McKeegan will handle it out front. Nick Brooks. And Brandon Hardiman.
Maroons just need to be patient and get a good shot here, Jim.
Nick goes for 3. In and out. Rebound by Ogle. Chris Brooks fouled him.
Chris Brooks, his second 15 foul.
3:18 on the clock. Maroons by 8, 50-42. Barry Falk takes it down against Snitker. Gives it to Eldridge. To Ogle. Good defense by the Maroons as they play that man-to-man. Almost stolen by McKeegan. They both go to the floor, and a foul's going to be called on Jeff. That'll put him in. No, it won't. They got another one to go.
That was 6. Yeah.
3 minutes exactly to go in the ball game. Maroons by 8, 50-42. Lindsay tries to work off the screen, gets it back inside to Jones, has it knocked away by Chris Brooks. Hardiman picks it up. Brandon takes it all the way, has it knocked away by Scott Lindsay. 2-on-1. Maroons down in a hurry. Nice job by Jeff McKeegan. He got called for the foul, but that looked good from here.
Really got the hand on top of the ball, but I don't know about the rest of the body. That must be where the foul was.
2:37 on the clock. Scott Lindsay will be at the line to shoot 2.
And there'll be a bonus the rest of the game, too. Both teams in bonus.
Score has stayed at 50-42 for quite a while. Still is. Lindsay missed his first one. First Robinson Savings Bank's proud to be your hometown bank, serving Crawford County for over 117 years. Deal with the people you know and trust. Missed the shot out of bounds. That's the First Robinson Savings Bank. They're ready to take care of all your financial needs. They're a member FDIC and an equal housing lender. A real community bank. That's First Robinson Savings Bank. Maroons have got it. Clock ticking down. Still 50-42. Nick Brooks. Jeff McKeegan. Maroons can play pretty patient if they will. Nice give to Brandon Hardiman by McKeegan. And Brandon put it through. 52-42, Maroons by 10. 2:12 on the clock. Eldridge works off the screen, dumps back to Jones. Jones underneath, has it. He's hammered by 2 of them. They can take their pick. Who got it, McKeegan?
McKeegan, that's his 4th.
He's got them all but one here in the fourth quarter.
He picked those up real quick.
Garrett Jones will be at the line. Garrett's one of 5 returning lettermen from last year. Garrett's a senior, and all 5 returning lettermen are seniors that'll graduate. So they'll not be here. Still 52-42. Been there for quite a while. That's 54.
That didn't work that way for Verosco. He was there.
No.
35 years.
Yeah, at least. He got his second one, 52-43. Timeout called by the Paris side. It's 2:03 to go in the ball game. Maroons up by 9. Hate to use too many of these up. Give Shaw time to do the timeout.
Oh shoot!
Was this a full?
He can add those up in 30 seconds.
Sure.
None of them will be right, but they never are, so it doesn't make any difference.
Numbers? You want numbers? I can give you numbers.
Well, if Robinson can hang on the next 2 minutes and pull this one out, they go to Charleston Saturday night, meet Charleston Trojans up there. I don't know what Charleston's done this year. I don't think too much.
I don't know what the record is, to be really quite honest. I mean, the Maroons are going to take victory here tonight. Will be a big step towards that, Apollo Conference. They're still in the race for the crown.
Yeah.
Good crowd here tonight for a Wednesday rescheduled night in the middle of the week.
Well, plus the Citrus Bowl football game tonight.
I forgot about that one.
And I expect that kept a few people home. Illinois is playing at home tonight. That kept 2 people home. And yeah, you look around with the weather and everything else. This has been a good evening.
What did you do?
What'd I do?
I got my man. It went around.
Stepped on his cord, jerked his head.
Big time.
Snitker on the breakaway, has it knocked away. Falk picks it up. Maroons back on defense. They shut it off.
Nice
pull
job
that
by
right
Jeff
out of the
McKeegan.
air. That's one of your highlight shots right there. Hardiman has his pocket picked as he moves inside. Scott Lindsay takes it to the line. Little fadeaway won't go. Rebound pulled down by Brandon Hardiman. Kicks it back out to Snitker. A minute and a half to go in the ball.
Don't worry, guys. You really don't need to score anymore. You just got to take care of the ball.
Yeah.
Which they haven't done here in the last minute.
Well, that was C.J. Becker. He just got in the ball game, scored a bucket way down all by himself. Look out. The two-handed jam by Nick Brooks. That ought to seal it off. 54-45 with 1:16 to go. Eldridge drives, turnaround jumper. Got another one. Bryce Eldridge has carried the load for the Tigers tonight. Under a minute. McKeegan brings it down. He's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot a 1 and bonus. And Mike Holloway comes back in the ball game for the Tigers.
Watch your foot. This isn't a stepping on the court like in football. This one was just like rip my head off. You put your foot up there on that bar and took the whole cord and everything with you.
Let your head jerk down awful quick. 56-47. Maroons. Lindsay guarded by Snitker. Underneath, shots up and in by Becker. And a timeout called by the Tigers. 35 seconds to go. It's a 7-point lead for the Maroons.
Okay, Dwayne, pressure's on. We got one spot. You got 30 seconds.
You can't read it. Is it a 30-second?
Yeah, we'll make at least
30 seconds. Probably will take him at least a minute and a half to get it out, won't it?
Give him you got a DQ. You got an old DQ commercial laying around, Ryan?
I know Jim can't get through one who's saying, well, I've been there about 15 times this week.
I gotta have a towel to do that one.
Get a bad case of the drools, dude.
(56-49) with 35.7 seconds on the clock. Maroons lead it by 7. They'll have the ball. Tigers feel like they still got a shot at it. Coach Ludex called the timeout, drew up a couple of plays. They're going to put the pressure on here. Chris Brooks will bring it in for the Maroons. Gets it into brother Nick. Nick down the floor and is fouled by Holloway. So Nick will go to the line. Five seconds went off the clock. 32.7 is left. Got one. Makes the lead 8. They can make it 9. That'll be 3 possessions any way you look at it. Who come in? This is a new face here.
This is
Mark Dalby. Nick got them both. 9-point lead, 32 seconds. Lindsay gets it to Holloway on the drive, back out to Falk. Murray will go for 3, comes up short. I'm not sure what Jeff didn't get a little piece of it. Maroons will bring it in, 22 seconds. To Hardiman.
Oh.
Brandon got away with a couple of steps.
Yeah.
Chris, back to Hardiman. Just hold it and let 10 seconds run off the clock. That'd be good enough. Foul's called, and Brandon Hardiman will go to the line. 14 seconds.
58-49. Lady Maroons play at Effingham tomorrow night, meaning Thursday night, and go to Mount Zion on Friday night.
Eldridge out of the corner for 3. Dalby got his only bucket of the night.
Guys.
Just hang on to it. Well, the Maroons have won it. Final score, they took it. What? Man, they've screwed the clock up already. What do you got?
58-52.
Okay, that's right with the
last 3.
That last 3 by Dalby. So final score is 58-52 in favor of the Maroons for an Apollo Conference win. Go for it.
For the best deal in tires, go to Marathon Tire for Bridgestone, Michelin, Falls, and Goodyear tires. Quality tires at the right price. At Marathon Tire Incorporated at 400 East Main in Robinson, your complete car care center.
Well, tonight's ball game was brought to you in part by Hershey Chocolate and the Robinson plant, where they manufacture Heath, Milk Duds, Sixlets, Paydays, and Whopper candies. That's Hershey Chocolate, right here in Robinson. I'm having trouble with the geographics.
What, Robinson?
No, at Hershey. I was going to Pennsylvania with that one.
It's tax filing season again, and Kemper CPA Group believes that in these times of complicated tax regulations, sound financial planning is the answer. Your Kemper CPA Group financial planning experts will assist and prepare your tax returns and financial reports in a professional, timely manner. Put Kemper CPA Group on your team. I got one more.
Oh.
Would you like me to read
Yeah,
that?
go for it.
I like to read them.
I was going to say, that's got to be for you.
We would like to remind you that Rural King Supply is your winter weather headquarters for Carhartt insulated outerwear. Polar King by King.